Okay, everybody. Welcome back to Honest Hour. This is season 3. And today I have a very special guest. This is the first time I've met her in person. I found her on Facebook and I just was drawn to her energy, drawn to the positive nature that she portrays. She is a realtor. She is a business owner. She is an entrepreneur. She is a mother, and she's just all around full of energy. Today, my guest is Alayza Soto. How are you today?
Thank you. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I can't complain. I appreciate you taking the time to come out and sit down and have a conversation with me.
Of course.
Your energy is very, very infectious, I have to say.
Thank you.
Like I'm told I have that same thing, but when you meet someone or you see someone who's really about the energy, and even down to I was watching a video as I was preparing for this interview about you were in your kitchen making drinks.
Yeah.
And I did carrot juice and orange juice, and I'm just the amount of energy even in keeping yourself healthy. Really, it's important. It's very inspiring, I must say.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It takes a lot.
It takes a lot, absolutely. So, this is the most important question I'm going to ask you in this whole interview.
Okay.
On a scale from 1 to 10, what's your mental health at today?
Probably like a 9 or a 8, maybe. It's the best it's ever been. Just
okay.
Because I learned coping mechanisms. I don't sit in my negativity for a long time. I went to therapy for years, and I actually graduated therapy.
Wow.
She was like, I can't help you anymore. You know how to fix your own problems. So she let me go. Yeah, it was crazy.
I didn't even know that was possible.
Me either. From how messed up I was, I had no idea. But, yeah.
Absolutely. So, if you had to say there was a way to get that 8 to a 10, what would it take, if possible, to get it there?
I feel like I am, out of 10. It's just, I don't know, there's always something to work on, with your mental health.
Absolutely.
Things are always happening. Yeah, I'm healed from, my past trauma, but, more trauma could come.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So.
Absolutely, and we're going into that. But I want to start a little bit about your background. So where are you originally from?
Well, I'm from Beacon, New York, which is, the top 5 best places to live in New York State, which is nice.
Absolutely.
I didn't like it at first. It's very gentrified now.
Yeah.
So it's just very quirky. I like it now as an adult.
Absolutely.
But as a kid, it wasn't much to do.
Yeah, that's upstate New York though.
Yeah, I know.
Unless you have a car.
I know.
So what were your experiences then growing up in Beacon?
I was a jock, an athlete my whole life. So I played football for 8 years, men's football. So I started at Pop Warner, went to Modified, and then JV. And then I stopped in 10th grade because the guys were huge in varsity.
Yeah. You're
Yeah, no, I'm good off that. And then I did cheerleading for 4 years. I was also an actor and then a model. And, yeah, I did a lot. And then I ran a lot. I did competitions and running.
Wow.
Yeah,
because I've seen, and I have it marked here, theater, acting, cheerleader, football with the men.
Yeah.
So what position did you play?
Running back and safety. So I ran the ball.
And you play defense?
Yes.
Oh, man.
I was the last, safety's the last. I was tall.
Yeah.
For a woman. I feel
Right.
Growing up with the guys, women hit puberty earlier.
Yes.
So I was really tall, 5'4".
And that's tall.
5th grade, yeah.
That's tall.
Yeah.
Especially for 5th grade. Well, women hit puberty in many ways earlier than
Yeah.
men. Up here,
I know.
and it's just the truth.
Yeah.
It's just the truth, and sometimes in the height, some
Yeah.
women are short, but
You guys catch up eventually.
Yeah, well, never usually, not all the way up here. I don't think we ever fully catch up there. But so growing up, what was your family like?
I'm mixed, so my family's crazy. So it was a good mix of bad and good, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Every family has their good and bad, and I don't regret it because clearly I am the person I am today. If I was too good and too sheltered and You know, like if it was too much good, I wouldn't be me.
Exactly.
You know.
You would be someone else.
Yeah, and if it was too much bad, I still wouldn't be me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I need the balance.
Yeah, you got to find that balance and that, I don't know how to put it. There's another word I'm looking for, but I can't find it. I'm going to find it like 4 questions later.
I know what you
I'm be like, yeah, that was the word.
I'll be like, you got it.
Long as we get it at some point.
Yeah.
So what were some of your hobbies and interests growing up?
Smoking weed. Like, you know, but sports and then hanging out with friends and drinking, you know, things kids weren't supposed to be doing, but
Oh, so you were an outlaw.
yeah. To my parents, I was the outlaw, but to me, I was a good kid because I could have been in a lot more trouble. I wasn't going to jail and doing things like that, like other people were my age.
Absolutely.
So
Did you have any siblings?
I have 2 brothers. They're the best. So like one of my brothers is 2 years apart from me, and my other brother's 4 years.
You're
apart.
the oldest. Where do you fall?
So I'm the oldest. I'm
Okay.
26. My other brother's 24, and then 22.
Oh, wow.
I know my parents got busy. So
You don't look 26. And I mean that not in a
good
disrespectful way.
Yeah.
Like I would think that you carry yourself more like you're in your mid 30s.
Thank you.
But I think I thought you look 22, 23.
Thank you. All right, that's good.
You know,
I'll
listen.
take it. I'll take
you know, like, and it's all about that, you know?
Yes.
So I've seen on another interview with the football, you did that during the fall and the winter, and then you did cheerleading during the summer.
No, winter.
Okay, I
So
flipped it.
basketball, I was cheerleading. Summer, I was playing football.
Okay. Oh, okay. Just edit that out, Don. Oh, wow. So, okay. So then how did theater and acting, where did you fit that into the schedule?
Around cheerleading season. So it was complicated. So like, yeah, I would like go to cheer and then go to theater, and I wouldn't get home till like late, like 9, 8 o'clock.
Oh, my
During
gosh.
those times, yeah. But it's worth it. Like,
Whew. Hey, I give you credit. Because to handle all that, and like as I do things now in life, like, you know, I do this podcast, I do a sports podcast, I'm an ordained minister,
oh, nice.
security, I'm a licensed guard, I drive a truck for a living.
Oh, my God. You do everything.
Oh, yeah, yep, I do, you know, you've seen my videos, I do
Yes.
that. I do media, like I do, and I'm planning on writing a book.
Oh, nice.
You know,
Congrats.
thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you. You know, and I just have a lot that I'm looking to do. Like, I'm just like, if I can go and make money for someone else, why can't I do it for me?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I'd rather make myself $150K doing something I love versus driving this dirty truck forever.
It's a mindset thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Really.
And a lot of people don't have that mindset, which is perfect that you said that, because it goes, I want to start with your energy. It's so infectious. Where do you get this uplifting and inspiring energy?
I don't know, really. Like, to be honest, like I used to be like a very depressed person, but I was still like positive.
Absolutely.
Like I would win awards for like most spirit, and I would be like, that's crazy. I just like, you know, wanted to cut myself like 2 hours ago, and it's just crazy. Like, so it's like, I guess I was like faking it to make it. I guess like in the beginning, like it was always like in part of me, but like I was also like, I had a lot of stuff going on. So it was like
Absolutely.
I was like fighting myself in my head. Like, do I want to be this positive person or a completely negative person? So I would just be like negative to myself and then positive to everybody else. But now I'm like positive to myself and everybody else.
Absolutely.
So now it's like stronger. I feel like it's like my superpower, you know?
That's dope. And to add to that, it's kind of like the good and the bad,
Yeah.
right? You know, like, and I think also we as people, when we go through that, as someone who also has issues with depression and anxiety, sometimes in here, you just say whatever you need to say.
know.
And that's our way of reflecting out there, right?
Yeah.
Because people will say, oh, you know, Mike's so positive, Mike's so uplifting. But deep down inside, I'm thinking of depression,
Yeah.
anxiety, sad, thinking money, thinking how I'm gonna support my family, how am I gonna protect my kids,
It's a lot.
you know? And as a black man, it's harder. There's an extra layer as a man,
Oh, yeah.
and then there's a secondary and maybe even a third layer as a black man.
I know, it's a lot of layers. It's a lot.
Not saying that. And what's your ethnicity?
I'm mostly Nigerian.
Okay, so you're one of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nigeria's in Africa.
Yeah.
But you understand that, it's the same thing. Like, it's a lot to take in, and you always have to put on a front because you have a young child as well. I have 3 daughters.
Oh, wow, nice.
Yeah. So, it's always about putting forth the best effort.
Oh, yeah. You know.
See, when you know.
Yes.
You know. So, how has the energy you possess helped you contribute to the success you are having right now and the success you're building towards?
Well, like, people always say, like, sometimes you can't be yourself. People are just like, I don't know, like, people always make it seem like you gotta, like, follow the trends and things like that. So I'm like, I don't really want to do that. I want to just be myself and, like, make a bag off being myself. Like, I want to just be raw. And, like, if people gravitate towards me, then it works. And honestly, like, now it's, like, working. Like, I have, like, almost 30K on Facebook just from being myself, posting just, like, information and just myself. And it's just, like, weird to me because it's just, like, I never thought that people would really want to follow me from.
Absolutely.
I don't feel like I give much, but I feel like I give enough.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm just getting there. Like, I'm, like, climbing up the ladder to get to where I need to be. So, like, I'm, like, technically in my head, I'm an influencer because I have that many followers.
Absolutely.
I have, like, messages for, like, monetizations and things like that. So it's just, like, I feel like I'm going there. Like, I feel like I am there, though, in certain ways.
You are. Never downplay what you've done. Like, think about it. Like, I think we've been Facebook friends, I don't know, like 6 or 7 months. And I've seen the growth.
Oh, really?
I have.
Oh, thank you.
In terms of the following and even the types of content, I've just seen growth in you.
Thank you.
As the person you are, the individual you are. I mean, you went recently and spoke at a school.
Yeah.
In the Bronx. The teacher who reached out to you, Chaz, is one of my best friends.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So you have to look at it like this. Those perspectives, like he had reached out. He reached out to me first, actually. I'll tell you a little story. And he was just like, do you know her well? I'm like, I really don't. I was like, we're just Facebook friends, but I'm real supportive of what she's doing and her message. I said, her energy is good. I said, I can read people.
Yeah.
I said, her energy is good. He goes, well, you think she'd come speak to my students? I'm like, hell yeah. All you got to do is ask.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I said, the worst she can say is no.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. Like, the worst anyone can say is no. And I seen the video of you in the classroom with them, and they were just so, you had them.
Yeah.
They believed.
I feel like I did.
They believed what you taught them, what information you gave them.
Thank you.
So don't downplay
I know.
yourself saying that, oh, who would want to follow me? Because you're doing it.
Thank you.
And you're doing it, and I'll tell you this, you're doing it for the right reasons. See,
Yes.
many people do it for monetary reasons only. Those are the people who struggle.
Yeah, I'm doing it for everybody. The community, I want people to know certain knowledge, like that we should know in real estate. I want people to know there's certain programs out there that can help them and their family that I didn't even know were available until I became a realtor. And
Absolutely. I can say this now. I got some stuff coming up.
All right.
And I need, there's one big event. I can't really talk about it yet, but I'm going to need you there for sure.
All right. I would love to.
It's not going to be till next year.
It's okay.
But there's going to be other stuff leading to it. I'll have more details soon, people. Trust me. So let's talk about being a realtor. Why did you want to become a realtor?
Well, I went to college for psychology and then EKG, and then I dropped out of both because I was just like, I want money, like
Okay.
real money,
Yeah.
and not debt. Like, so I'm at no debt really. I have like probably $2,000, and that's from credit cards, and I'm fixing it now. So and my credit's good. So it's just like.
Cheers to that.
Thank you. Yeah. So it's just like a lot. Like, I wanted to make more than $200,000 a year, and so. This has no cap, real estate. It's all about me. So it's like the amount of work I put in, I get out. Mm-hmm. And now I'm starting to realize, like, no matter how much work I put into certain things, sometimes it doesn't matter. Like, because the outcome is going to be the outcome. Like,
absolutely.
I can't control, like, other people. Like, I have 2 listings on the market right now where the sellers are just, like, not really like trying to sell, but it's on the market. Do you know what I mean? So it looks bad, kind of like on me, like, oh, she can't get these listings off. But it's like I have talked to hundreds and thousands of people probably for these listings, not thousands, but hundreds, but for these listings, 2 listings alone, and it's just like a waiting game, and it's not me, and it's not the buyer. It's just like the seller maybe not really wanting to sell. So it's a lot, like, and it's just like, I think I'm gonna get these commissions when I put them on the market, you know, because I know I could sell it and get the job done, but it's not all on me. It's
a whole team effort, because you think about, like, I've looked into doing real estate because it could be lucrative.
Yeah,
it could be very lucrative. But I tried to buy a house and it didn't work out.
Okay.
Deal fell apart. Oh, it's good.
Everything happens for a reason.
Exactly. So I appreciate that, though. So you as the realtor really are like the engine to the train, because you're between the bank, you're between the what's it called, the person, the
lawyers,
the lawyer,
everything,
the inspector,
everything.
The buyer, and the seller.
Yeah.
And you're the one who's got to keep all these papers in line and keep everything together. And then sometimes communication dies between the buyer and the seller, or the bank and the person. So now here you are, like, hey, I got to know what's going on with this, what's going on with that. And it could take, on average, if you had to guess, and I know the answer's going to vary, but on average, if let's just say everything goes right and smooth, how long would it take to sell a house?
A month, not even. And it's just, like I said, it's always other factors, like, it's crazy. Like, I never thought I would be, like, in this field, but I love it, and I thrive off it because I like chaos and, like, messiness.
Absolutely.
So I like to, like, put it together, but sometimes there's certain things I can't do. So, like, now I'm at the point where it's just like, all right, it's been on the market. There's not really anything the sellers want to do with it. So I just have the best interest in the seller. So if the seller doesn't want to sell, then let me know. I'll take it off the market, save my time, and then take my services, like, elsewhere whenever you're ready. I'm here.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. Because, I don't understand. That's weird. Like, why put it on the market if you don't want to sell
There's
it?
so many factors. So many factors.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just insane.
Oh, man. People, sell your houses if it's on the market.
Sell your houses to me. No, I'll help sell your house.
What are some of the steps to becoming a realtor?
So basically, a step that I took was go on Groupon. I went on Groupon. I found something less than $200 a course. So the courses are very affordable and cheap for making thousands of dollars for the rest of your life.
Wow.
So the investment to start is very low. And then it's just time and energy that you're going to have to put into it. Like, the class is online. It's at your own pace. So if you feel like you're really good at school and you want to go fast with it, you can. If you want to take a year, you can, or 2, you can. That's the luxury of signing up for your own course, You
can kind of do it at your leisure.
Yes.
As opposed to, you got to have this deadline.
No.
Or have this done at this time.
Or just get an extension. If the course has a deadline, you just get an extension for 30 days or 90 days, and then you're good.
So, how long have you been doing it now? Real estate?
Just a little bit over a year, and then I'll make 2 years in October.
Okay.
So it's not bad at all. I sold over probably like 15 listings total within my...
Wow.
Yeah, so it sounds like it's really good, but it doesn't feel as good sometimes, I guess, because I'm probably like raising the bar, because at first it was just like, I need 1 listing, now I need 15. Like, I guess you get more hungry, like, and I see that, and like that's just like the hard part about like being in business. Like, I appreciate the 10 or the 15, you know what I mean? But I gotta keep being like grateful, but still raising the bar. Like, I have to feel grateful. Does that make sense? Like,
it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You wanna keep raising the bar and touching this, but you still want to be grateful for what you have.
Yeah, because I've done
already.
a lot. Yes.
And it's not easy. And let me say this to y'all. She puts out videos. She even has her son recording them.
Yeah.
Some of them are the floor, but it's okay.
I know. It's so low.
He's trying.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Lord. I have to close that.
Yes.
Trying to keep the air in here, the door's open and just noises out there. But just the fact that and I'm going to get into this a little later, that you're showing him the way.
Yeah.
Which is important. Very important. So
Thank you.
you're welcome. What are some of the positive things about being in real estate?
Positive, you make thousands of dollars off one deal. Like I can sell like a multifamily, and say if it's like $1 million, I could probably make like 40 grand and 50 grand off that, depending on how much I charge commission.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's just one deal.
Wow.
But that's higher listings. And then so for instance, I have land right now in Gardner, New York. If anybody's interested, 5 acres of vacant land, untouched. But, yeah, so it's in Gardner, and I'm selling it for, I think, $115. And then if I sell it, I charge 10% for land listings. Land listings take 9 months to get off. It could take 9 months.
Right.
So like a month to 9 months, even a year.
Wow.
For land. Yeah.
Right.
So it's
It's just land, and someone's going to have money to do something with the land.
Yeah. It's going to take probably like 6 figures to just do the driveway to the land. The property.
It's that much land.
Yeah. And it's it's expensive
Absolutely.
to do stuff. So, yeah. So, basically off that, I'll make 10K. So, out of 115, I'll make 10 grand, which isn't bad.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So, now that warrants a question. So, if you go, how does that process work? Meaning, okay, someone comes to you, says, hey, I'm trying to sell my house. And then you guys have a conversation, and you tell them what your percentage of the sale is. Okay.
And then we take it out of that proceedings. So it's it's not really, they don't even have the money anyway. So they're just taking a cut out of that once they get it.
Oh, because they'll need a loan, obviously.
Well, if they're selling their home, they're going to get the money from the buyer. And then they'll take out of the buyer's money to give me my cut.
Oh, okay.
My percentage.
Okay.
And then if you're a buyer, the seller can sometimes cover the cost.
Right.
But not all the time. So my buyers, we have contracts stating that once I help you find a property, they can cover it, the seller. But if they're not responsible to cover it, then they have to pay me because I'm going to get paid for my services anyway.
Either way, you're supposed to be paid. So I've heard realtors say rentals are a pain in the ass. Is that true?
Everybody can be a pain in the ass, really. So, it's the people, we're in the human service field. I feel like we're helping people. So yeah, renters are just more picky than people who have thousands of dollars and millionaires, which doesn't make sense sometimes. But now I'm starting to see, I'm a renter and I'm picky. So, hey,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And, it's definitely difficult because I'm trying to move right now, and it's like pulling teeth, man.
It is.
It's like pulling teeth.
It's not easy in the market, but the market is supposed to go down. Interest rates are dropping, everybody, so stay on the lookout for that.
Well, one of the things that me and my wife just found out, and we were in a sense happy, is we went and looked at a place, and I said, oh, how much did you move in? She goes, first month of security. Now, it's a realtor, right? And I said, there's no fee? Because that's what kills me.
All right.
That's what kills me is the realtor fee, because my personal belief is I ain't got nothing against the realtor. You got a job to do.
But you didn't hire them.
Right. If you're the landlord and
they should pay them.
They should pay them. Well, this realtor told me, she goes, well, now as of July 1st, the landlord's got to pay the realtor.
Well, in the city, not upstate New York. So, I have a listing in New York, a room for rent in Beacon. Well, by, the Beacon-Newburgh Bridge. It's not available anymore, but it was. And basically, the landlord's like my friend, so either he can pay me or the tenant, and he can decide because we're in New York State. And so up here, it's not a law. In the city, it is.
Okay.
Because I work in the city, too. And so it's different. It's a lot different.
Well, we're going to make sure this airs after I move. Because, I'm on the hook for no realtor fee for this place. The landlord's paying because that's what they think. So
all right.
We're going to go with it.
Yeah, right? Do what you got to do.
That's it. Every dollar counts.
Yes, it does.
So what are some of the negatives about being a realtor?
The negatives about being a realtor is waiting for the money because, like I said, I have a listing that could take 9 months for me to sell just to find the right buyer.
Mm-hmm.
And I still have people go out there. It's just hard. I don't know how to explain it. every job is hard. You just pick your hard, and I'm picking this as my hard because I'd rather reap the benefits when the sale is done. Like, it's just so much better for me. Like, I don't like the 9-to-5 lifestyle.
Right.
Like, I do it, like, if I have to part-time, but that's it. Like, I can't work fucking, oh, sorry for cursing.
No, this is Honest Hour.
I can't work all day. Like,
let it out.
Yeah, I can't clock in for somebody else knowing that I'm working harder for them than me. So that's that's why I am a business owner and I work for myself, because I'm not going to work harder for somebody's business than myself, helping them elevate their business while my life is just stagnant. And that's what I did for years, you know.
And that's where I'm at mentally right now.
That's good then.
You know,
so
that's
you're
where
ready
I'm
to go.
I'm just trying to do, like, I'm still working that 9 to 5
But you need
for
it
now.
though too sometimes.
Exactly.
It's a good balance.
You know, I right now, you know, the biggest thing is benefits.
Oh, all right.
That's like the biggest thing is the benefits. You know, there's 7 people in my family.
Oh, wow.
So everyone needs health insurance.
Oh, my God. That's the most expensive.
And that's the part that's like, oh, like, you know, that's one of the reasons why it's hard to be able to just say, I don't need you.
I know.
Because that's the one thing.
They have you literally, well, it's like a system designed for, if anybody doesn't know this, our system is designed to keep workers working and us not to think. Like, that's what school is for. Like,
absolutely.
That's well, who created jobs? Steve Jobs, right?
Yeah.
Or is it,
Wait,
oh, no, it's, what's his name?
Who created what?
The school system.
Oh, man, I don't even know his name.
I forgot his name. But
I never looked him up because
he's a big guy, though.
Yeah.
He's one of the Rockefellers, I think.
He messed up our childhood.
I know.
Creating school. What's wrong with you, bro?
It's crazy. But I believe in, like, education can help you. Like, education is useful. Education is powerful. But I feel like in certain systems, it's just not set up, designed right. Like, we don't benefit from it. We should know financial literacy, and we don't. Like, we learn things that don't help us or benefit us, you know?
Like, I haven't used algebra since I left high school.
Yeah, we don't need certain things.
But now they didn't teach me how to file taxes.
Yeah, I know, right?
They didn't teach you, now they don't teach cursive.
I know. I think that's insane. They stopped when I was in 3rd grade.
Really?
Yeah, so now I have to teach my son.
So my oldest daughter, Brenda, she's 13. One day she's writing in cursive. And I'm like,
well, that's good.
I'm like, Brenda, how did you learn? Who taught you cursive? She goes, oh, I went on Google and taught myself.
Oh, well, that's impressive. That's amazing.
Yes, I said, oh. She goes, yeah, I know it's something I need because I've heard you say it a lot.
Oh, nice.
She's like, so I figured I'd just take the incentive to teach myself.
You should be proud.
I am. I was just like, okay.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Okay.
That's amazing.
So I want to open this question,
all right,
this next question, with a bit of a statement.
Okay.
So, like I said, I've been following you and watching what you do for a while. One of the first statuses I recall that I seen when we became friends on social media was something along the lines, and I'm sure if you remember it, you'll correct it, but I'm paraphrasing it, is you said, I go and sit down with business meetings with men, and then the next thing I know, they're trying to kiss me.
Oh, my God, yeah.
So the question now is, how difficult is it to navigate in the realty field as a woman?
I guess it varies from woman to woman. You know, I'm very, like, confident, but I'm, like, very stern in my ways, and I set boundaries. So, like, I don't know, like, I think people think I'm flirting with them because I'm nice. Sometimes, like, I feel like sometimes I may need just the aggression because it comes off too friendly maybe. Like, I don't touch them. We'll have a normal conversation like this, but in their head, it's just like, wow, she wants me. Like, and I'm like, wow, you can be completely more wrong. Like, it's insane, like, the things I go through. Like, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. Like, last week, kid you not, some crazy stuff happened. I was going on a business dinner.
Okay.
And he asked me to marry him. Yes. Yes. Asked me to marry him for money. Like $30,000, $40,000.
Wait, he was going to pay you to marry him?
Yes. Pay me to marry him. This is my life, guys. Like, literally. Like, I can't make this up. My life is a movie. I swear to God. It was like a 5-star restaurant. I'm thinking we're just talking about him purchasing the gas station I have for sale, well, for lease. And no. It was that at first, and then he got nervous and, like, shy. What? And I'm like, what's going on? Like, just say it. And he's just like, I want to ask you if you could be my wife and things like that. And it's just like, I don't know him like that.
You're like, bro, this is a business dinner.
Yeah.
This is a business for the gas station, not for us.
It's a lot.
Wow.
So, yeah, my life is pretty crazy.
That's legendary nasty work. So this question stems from another status you wrote.
Okay.
How do you allow people to see you have more to offer in the field than just a pretty face?
Well, I promote myself everywhere I go. So, like, and all over, like, my town or here, like, in certain gas stations, I'll have my stuff everywhere. Like, I try to advertise myself as much as I can. And then...
I seen you under the big sign in I think it was in Manhattan.
Oh, yeah, Times Square.
With your face up there,
Yeah.
ready to go.
Yeah, so I had a billboard. And so, like, thank you. So
Shout out to that.
Thank you. So I, like, try to seem more professional. Like, I transitioned a lot from, like, 2 years ago to before I was in real estate, I wore Crocs all the time, all day. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just, I guess, like, the way I carry myself is more, like, presentable. And, like, you know, I don't know. Like, but I want people to know me for, like, I'm Alayza, and I do business and real estate, but I'm also me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm human, and people think, like, occupation defines their life, and it doesn't. Even if feel like it runs your life, like, I feel like my occupation is my life, but it's not me. Like, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, you know, you don't let your job be your life.
And that shouldn't, well, it's my life, but it doesn't define me.
Yes.
Like, I'm more than just a realtor.
Right.
Even if I let go of the title, clearly I'm not that. You know what
Exactly.
I mean? Like, yeah,
exactly.
we're more than just that.
It doesn't define everything about you.
Yeah.
You know, just like, you know, everything else that you have.
Yes.
People like, I worked at Pepsi for 8 years.
Oh, nice.
As a merchandiser and then as a driver. People always seen me as the Pepsi guy.
Really?
Even when I went and worked for Coke for 6 years.
Really?
The Pepsi guy. Because I was there for 8 years. So that's
the image, yeah.
You know, that kind of just sentiment with them.
Yeah.
And, you know, even now I'm the Coke guy. Oh, the people still like, oh, you still work at Coke? Nope. Had 2 jobs since then.
All right.
You know, so it's always about just changing. But now I'm getting known as the guy that does the podcast.
That's nice. It's
No,
different now.
Exactly, you know. So people will say, yo, you're the guy in that podcast, right? Like, yeah. You know, and same thing.
Yeah.
Marketed everywhere. And, you know, this stuff is for sale, everyone, too. If you're interested, hit me up. You know? So it's all about marketing. So I definitely can respect that hustle and that grind for sure.
Thank you. Yeah, you know the business field.
Listen, I'm learning. I didn't go to school for it. So
Same, yeah.
I'm learning on the fly.
Yeah, it's a lot.
You can never stop learning.
I know. It's too
There's
much.
so much. Like, there's certain things where, like, people say, well, what about this, this, and this? But I'm not business savvy, I don't know if I'm getting screwed.
All right.
So I'm like, I got to see. Let me get a friend of mine who's good.
Take your time, yeah.
Yeah, because last thing I want to do is sign something. And then they could have wrote some.
I know. People do that type of stuff.
Write some slick words like I get 40% of everything. Whoa, wait a minute. You know? You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know. You can't trust people as far as you can throw.
Yeah, for real.
Because people, even like your closest friends sometimes, you know, you hate to see it, but it does happen.
I know. A lot of envy. I only have 2 friends now, maybe 3. And then the rest are family, just because, like, the envy and the negativity and, like, I don't know, like, a lot of people are stuck in their ways, which is fine, but you can get away from me with that.
Yeah, take that shit over there.
Yeah, we're trying to grow over here.
We're trying to grow and not die.
Yeah.
You're not gonna put that seed, that weed.
I know what you mean.
That weed killer on me. No,
Stay
no,
away
no.
from them complainers, guys.
So talk to me a little bit of the process, a little more in depth, about the time you take a client to look at a house to the closing. So, you know, if I'm saying, all right, I want to buy this house, what is in a sense for you as the realtor, what are the things you go through from the time they see it and say, I want this house, to signing their life away 25,000 times at a bank?
I know, right? It could be a long process or a short process, depending on how you can choose, like, how you want the transaction to be done.
Right.
You know, but it's usually like residential properties are a little bit longer. If you have like loans and things like that, just because like the loans, people have to like make sure everything's up to date. Like if you have like, if you're like in Section 8, your house has to be like up to code and things like that. You know, like before you move in, everything has to pass inspection. But if you don't, like if you're in a different like conventional loan or something, like you wouldn't have to. Like you could move in with the house a piece of crap, and it wouldn't matter. You know.
Okay.
So certain, whoever you are, it's always specific to you.
Especially if you're getting that is it FHA loan.
So if you have an FHA, that's completely different.
That's
you
got,
know?
because I know everything's got to be like perfect. Or
For FHA, most people use it for like fixer-uppers.
okay.
Yeah, because it's
Okay.
good for investment properties because you can put down 3%. Right now, FHA loans are really low. Like if you have bad credit, like even 500, you can get an FHA loan. With a 500 credit score, your interest rate would just be high, like close to 10%. But it's worth it because you'll pay it back within a certain amount of years.
Yeah.
It's an investment property. If you're not going to see your investment within 5 years, it's not worth it anyway.
Right.
So it's a business move. Like all debt, like now I'm learning like how to be like successful and things like that. And like now I'm like, debt is cool. Like we used to think debt is bad, but like there's good debt. Like good debt is cool. Not credit card debt I'm talking about, but like taking out a loan for investment properties or things like that, money that you're going to see make back within a couple years, that is great debt because you're going to pay off the debt. It won't be debt. Then you use that money to get another investment property. So it like trickles down.
And then it becomes income.
Yes, residual income. So like, well, or is it, no, it's passive. Passive income.
Passive.
So passive income, like you'll get. So like, I have a guy who works and like I know a guy who works and then he owns a property upstate. So it's just like, you pick and choose what you want to do. You could also work and still have your investments, or you can just chill off your investments. It's just what you want, you know.
Wow. Yeah, so it's kind of like it's like safe. It's kind of like a safe version of stocks.
Yes, but
Right.
real estate is not safe because it completely like it fluctuates a lot, and then if the
Like
market
stocks.
crashes, it's gonna be bad, really, really bad. Like,
Oh man, yeah, because you know it's definitely, I've seen it do that. You know, because
you remember '08? I don't, because I was 9, but
Yeah, it was. You know, I was what 08. I was 1 year out of high school.
All right, nice. So
know?
wow, the real world, and you're just like, great. The economy just crashed, and
It's
you're just getting out. Yeah,
Yeah, it wasn't fun.
Dang.
Wasn't fun. I mean, I still living at home and stuff like that, but it still was. I remember gas prices were like, was it
What?
$4 or $5 a gallon?
That's insane. That's
Yeah.
insane. Wow.
There was a point where it was like, it might have been a little bit before that, but there was a point where it was like $4 a gallon.
That's
To-
crazy.
To the point where people were not going outside.
Wow.
Like, you know, people be like, yo, you know, give me some gas money for taking you wherever.
Yeah.
And we were like, $5 is no longer gas money. like,
Yeah.
Like, we're going to need at least 10
That's insane.
to take you up the block.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know?
Wow.
$5 is, oh, boy. Yeah, no, like, since then, obviously, it's gone down quite a bit. You know, I was driving around, you know, here, and I was seeing like $3, $2.97. You know, I'm out in Middletown. It's like 3 and change there.
I know. Yeah, everywhere's different.
But I was out in Rhinebeck delivering this past week, and I'm like $3.39.
Dang.
Oh, hey, listen, you live in Dutchess County, you know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And the further up you go into Dutchess, the more expensive
I
it
know.
gets.
I come here and I'll be like, let me get my gas now.
Uh-huh.
You know.
You know, because you start getting into those towns, Red Hook and Rhinebeck,
know.
Pine Plains. You're like, am I in the same world?
I know.
Talk to me about the obstacles that can slow the process down.
Obstacles, distractions. Everybody knows distractions are a big one. Addiction was one of mine, like nicotine addiction. So like I'm working on that. I don't feel like I'm addicted to nicotine anymore. Like it doesn't have like a control over me, which is like that was slowing me down, like only because it was mental. So like if I thought it was slowing me down, it was slowing me down because you create your reality.
Absolutely.
So I fucked up by doing that, and I was just like, damn. But it's a good thing. Like I planted a seed that I wanted to take care of. So now I feel like I control like myself. Like I don't have to like hit like it's like smoking a cigarette. Like I don't have to smoke a cigarette
Right.
for relief, or when I'm like going through bad emotions, I don't have to run to the weed or anything. It was grabba I was smoking.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't cigarettes. It was like weed and nicotine, you know.
Kind of get a balance.
Yeah, it was a good head high, body high, you know, but it was like, I don't know, like the weed nowadays and like with the grabba, it's just so strong. So it's different than like the stuff we were smoking like back in the day. So it's just like it affects me differently
Right.
now. Like I feel more like cloudy in my head and things like that. So like I do like lion's mane to build new brain neurons, which is like a mushroom that builds neurons, helps the
Okay.
function in your brain.
Okay.
Yeah,
There is
like-
a such thing as good weed.
Yeah.
Like people don't think there is, but there is.
Haze is good, but that you can't find that nowhere around here now.
You'll find this interesting. You know, I've never smoked weed.
Oh, really?
Never.
Well, that's a good thing.
I tried one time, right?
And you got a panic? You had a panic attack?
No. So another funny story. So I was with my friends. There was like 11 of us, and they had like 3 or 4 blunts. They're passing them.
Oh,
He was
God.
coming to me, and then my one buddy next to me, he's like, no. You've never had weed, and you don't want to be potheads like us. So he's like, here, I got this for you. It's a bottle of Captain Morgan.
Oh, God.
So I go into a room, like pretty much, okay, like you see how that doorway is?
Yeah.
That's the living room where everyone's at. Now I'm in another room, and off of their room, there's another doorway there. So I go into that room, and I see brownies.
Oh, my God.
So I'm like, now mind you, I'm a quarter of a way through this bottle of Captain Morgan. God bless you.
Thank you. That's insane. No. How many did you take?
So I go, and when I got to the 4th one, I'm like, guys, why does this taste like grass? Because I was already drinking. I had no
4
clue.
is insane.
And they're like, oh, no. They're like, we should have just let him smoke it.
Yeah. That would have been better.
I was drunk, and I was high as a kite.
That's scary.
And they were just like, fuck. Mike drove here.
Oh, my God. Guess you ain't driving that night, right?
Well, luckily, one of my friends didn't drink. His high wore off. He took my car home.
All right, nice.
You know, they got me in my house and,
That's
you
good.
know, told my mother that I was drunk and high.
At the same time.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, Mike's dry. I'm like, okay, I'm dry. Well, I'd like to hope I was dry. Like, you guys are killing me here.
That's funny.
So, what do you feel are your biggest strengths as a real estate agent? And what do you feel are some things you can work on to do better, to do better as a real estate agent?
Something I feel like I do good is actually caring about my clients, which is why like I tell people work with me and I charge my fee because you're getting like I charge my fee for a reason. Like it's not a lot, but you're getting like a service you're paying for. And if you want 24/7, a person who's gonna have your best interest, do their due diligence, make sure that you're not getting into a bad deal, then that's why I say work with me. Like I want to treat people how I want to be treated. So if I'm going to pick a realtor to work with me, I want them to have this, and that. So that's what I embody. So if I am what I would pick for myself.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. I could definitely see. And like I said, you work real hard. You know,
Thank
and
you.
like I be seeing the videos. You'd be like, yeah, I'm in like Peekskill, and then
Yeah.
now I'm in Poughkeepsie, and soon as it'll be like, yeah, now I'm in New Jersey.
Yeah.
You know, so I could see you definitely are growing within
Thank you.
your field. No, you're welcome. I mean, you're doing it. You're
Thank you.
doing it. So other thing is I wanted to ask is what's a typical schedule like? Because being a realtor, your schedule is pretty open
Yeah.
for the most part, but but it's also off of the clients. So, sometimes it's just like, all right, I got to go show a place in Newburgh,
Yes.
and then I got to go show a place in Peekskill.
Yeah.
How's that, scheduling that so much, because you have to do it on the fly as well as taking care of your child, because I know you got to
Yes.
still have a schedule. Like, how do you find that balance?
So everything goes around like my son's schedule. So
Okay.
so like my son, he's like in summer school right now.
Yeah.
From like 8:30 to 1:30. So, and that's his school year. But this year we're switching it up completely because he's going to be homeschooled.
Okay.
So I have to like figure out a whole new schedule at the end of August. I'm not worried about that right now. I'm trying to enjoy my summer, but I'll figure it out.
Get lit.
Yeah, literally. So now, like this week, it was pretty calm with real estate. But like I said, I have 4 listings on the market. So like when I'm like I have people texting me consistently asking to go see like all my properties. So I have to make time for that. So I'll make time for that in the mornings while he's at school.
Okay.
Or if I can't, then I bring him with me and he'll come with me. And I have never had an issue like with anybody say, oh, you can't bring why you bringing your kid? Like, and I let them know, like, hey, if you want to do a later time, I don't have childcare.
Right.
So we would have to do it this way.
Absolutely.
You know, and they say, yeah. Sometimes it works out in my favor because they'll, like, be buttered up even more. You know, like, so it does help, you know. It doesn't hinder me, like, being a single mom. Like, it doesn't hinder anything I do because I don't let it. There's, like, I watch certain people struggle, but it's just, like, a mindset thing. Like, I'm kind of like struggling, but I'm not believing I'm struggling. I'm believing I'm living the best life I've ever had, and it's called delusion, and it works, you know, very perfectly.
But, you know, even saying that, like, you know, delusion is good.
To a certain point, yeah.
Well, you know,
to a certain extent.
One of my favorite rappers is J. Cole.
All right, nice.
And he had this saying, and I'm sure I can have him clip it in here during the episode. And he said, see yourself at the highest point.
Yeah.
See yourself at as high as possible. Whatever the peak of what you see yourself a little bit past that and even be delusional.
Yeah.
Because if you don't believe it,
Nobody's
one else.
Gonna, yeah.
No one else is gonna believe it. And that's the thing, is coming in with like your energy, you know, you believe in what you're saying.
Yeah.
You believe in what you're doing. So your delusions will become reality.
Yes, that's the whole point. That's why you fake it till you make it, like it's a real thing.
Right.
Yeah.
You act like you there.
Yeah, I am there.
You
In
there.
my mind, I'm there, and then my reality matches it every day a little bit more.
Exactly. You there. And from there, you're going to get to whatever it is you're looking to get to.
Thank you. You too.
I appreciate that.
You're doing amazing.
I'm trying. Actually, I'm doing. I got to stop saying.
I know, me too.
I do it.
just learned that the trying is not a good
yes,
word.
I say it to everyone. They be like, nah, bro, you doing.
Yeah, you're
They're
doing
like,
it.
you like, and then they see it. They're like, you're not only doing this and working, you still make time for your kids, your wife, your family.
You're being a man, a real man.
Trying. I'm
know.
doing. I'm doing.
Yeah, as you
I'm
should.
doing. Keep doing it.
Yes.
Keep doing
and
it.
it don't go unrecognized either, you know.
Absolutely. What is your approach to negotiate when you have to settle like negotiations?
My goal to negotiate is I'll start at a number higher than I want, and then we work our way down to the middle, which is the number I want anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like psychology, so it helps me.
If they want 5, if you want 3, you're gonna say 6. And hey,
we're gonna keep working our way down, and then eventually I'm gonna get the number I want, and they're gonna think they won, and that's what I want.
Right.
Everybody should feel like they won at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
Because it's a win-win situation.
Exactly. I mean, that's how it works.
Yeah.
It's kind of like union contract negotiations.
I know, right?
You know,
Yeah.
I've been part of many of those. I'm like, we want this, but they want this.
Yeah.
Then we end up with this, and I lose you a little bit more.
Yeah.
Usually a little bit more. Not always, but usually. So, I recently caught some of the mental health podcasts you were on recently, a couple months back. You know, I didn't get to see the whole thing, you know, but you definitely have a journey.
Oh, yeah. I can write a book about my life, and I'm 26, so.
You know, definitely have a journey.
Yeah.
You know, there was a part in there where you were talking about you would just go out to Poughkeepsie to hang out, and these girls would just beef with you.
Yeah.
You know, and I got to know, with that said, I want to talk about your mental health. What are some things that contributed to you that affected your mental health?
Like in a bad way?
Anyway, I mean, any way where you felt that it made your mental health not good.
Oh, like my living environment, just like it was toxic, like just like the bickering in my household and things like that. So that would like your environment like creates your reality too. Like you have to have like a safe space.
Absolutely.
I had a safe space, but it was just a lot of arguing back and forth because I wasn't listening. Because I was a delinquent basically to my parents at that age. You know, they were very strict. I couldn't do shit, and when I turned 18, that was the day I was allowed to do whatever I wanted. But until like even 17, like it was like really hard for me. So that's why I was like so sneaky and like felt the way I felt. Cause yeah, I didn't feel like heard or seen. Like I didn't feel like I mattered, even though they said it, but it didn't feel like it. If that makes sense.
Because it makes sense because I learned this recently as a parent. Like, I've evolved as a parent,
That's
I should
good.
say.
You grow with them.
In a lot better ways. And, you know, I used to have this preset idea that, oh, you're a kid. Your thoughts don't matter. Your feelings don't matter.
And that's toxic.
You know? And then I realized that, not that they acted out, or that they would do things spiteful. But I realized that they need to know how to have a voice.
Yeah.
And need to know how to have an opinion. So you have to change that.
Yes.
Because the last thing I want is for my children to go out and drink.
Yeah.
And start smoking. Start running with the wrong people.
Yeah, it happens.
Start getting in with the wrong crowd. Like now I try to control even now. Like, my youngest is not a very good judge of character. She's got a few friends that...
But they'll trickle away.
I'm trying to kind of push them away.
Well, like, on her own time, because she got to realize, like, as a young woman, like, I get, like, as parents, like, we want to shield our kids, but, like, if we shield them too much, they'll be oblivious to the
You're
world.
right.
And, like, that's how they learn. Like, your daughter's probably going to get hurt by one of their friends. Not, like, physically hurt, but, like, oh, like she was talking about me. Like, all right, now you see what I saw, and now you know my judgment. You see my judgment.
Absolutely.
I see before you do, and that's how parents usually are.
Most times,
You
yes.
know.
Well, the other problem is these.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Because if, growing up, I can't speak for you.
I was in the generation where I didn't have a phone until I was like in 8th grade, maybe 9th grade. So I didn't grow up with one. I grew up with an Obama phone, embarrassed as fuck. While other kids had phones, my parents were like, nope, nope, nope. Obama had to like literally have 100 minutes. You know how it was? Yeah, like 100 minutes.
Back in 08, 09, around that time. Yeah, I had a flip phone, but flip phones were in when I was in 10th grade. That was 2004, 2005.
Right.
And then, as I grew and then iPhones became a thing, but now it's in a way, kids need them.
Yeah.
Like, most parents don't want to admit to it because back in the day, the world was different. Like, I could go anywhere and my parents knew I was fine.
Yeah.
You could just, but now...
Yeah, you could leave the door unlocked before, my grandma said when she was, like, growing up, and now you really can't. Like,
No, we went out. My sister-in-law lives in Cape Cod. So we went out there.
oh,
and,
nice.
Yeah, it's nice out there. We went out there to visit them, her and her husband. And, like, we were staying somewhere else because, like, their house is small, so there wasn't room for us. So we went. They were taking us to their friend's house who had, like, a trailer, had a whole bedroom.
Ooh,
it was nice.
That sounds
Shower.
fire.
And it was dope. I'm like, man, I need one of these for the house.
Right.
Had TV, electricity, had
Right,
everything. So we left, and I'm like, oh, you're not going to lock your door? And they're like, for what? So no one's going to go in. And, I mean, it's not even like they just didn't lock it. They left the whole door open.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's weird.
Different.
So it's definitely a different time,
Yeah.
a different place. But the point I'm making is kids, in a sense, they need them. And it's definitely hard when you're co-parenting. I don't know how that situation is for you. Do you co-parent?
Well, I was like the only parent for a while. So his dad like comes in and out, and then he just got like, he was away in the service, and he just came back.
Okay.
So now he's like visiting. Well, he's moved back. He like moved to Beacon, my baby father.
Okay.
And then now we like alternate days.
Okay.
But I don't know. He's going to get another job, and it's probably going to change again. And let's see how long it lasts. I hope it lasts for my son, but...
Right. So it's kind of like he's it's not that he's absent due to just not wanting to be there. It's more or less just he's in the military.
Well, yeah, like he just wanted to like better his life
Okay.
for his son, but like now he's not. He's like on a discharge leave and things like that, like a medical leave because he hurt himself. So it's like now he's not going back to the service, and now my son won't get those benefits, and he was away for all that time for like kind of like nothing. But at least he worked on himself, so it helped.
Okay.
But now he's back, so he.
So it did have some sort of positive impact, because like for me, me and my first two kids are from a prior relationship, and we struggle.
It's not easy.
So like I'll even take this week, something happened to where there was leaking in the wall, they told me. Because they got in my car yesterday when I picked them up. I'm like, you guys are a little funky, all right?
Oh, that's why?
Well, they were like, yeah, there's leaking in the wall, and they don't know why, so they have to turn the water off to find the leak. And then they said, then they had to turn the air conditioning off as well. So we haven't had water or air conditioning.
All right.
And I'm like, you have a cell phone, right?
Yeah, to call you, yeah.
I was like, you couldn't call me and say, hey, Dad, this is the situation. Can you come grab us possibly? So, there's no water. Like, you can't live like that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's not a big deal. I'm like, it is a big deal. I'm like, you guys got to understand what's a big deal and what's not, you know? So, how did you navigate through the troubles of your mental health?
Well, I went AWOL, and then literally went AWOL, went to like a mental facility. They locked me up, and then I came out. I kind of like, I knew what I had to do, but then I didn't really do it. I like came out, went into a toxic relationship. Like, I'm like, great. Like, I like repeated like cycles, and I'm just like, but in that relationship, it made me realize, because like I would wear like things like this, and he'd be like, you're looking like a hoe. Who you going out to impress? I know, like I was into toxic men when I was younger. It was sad.
You're like fully covered though.
Yes, I was fully covered though. I was,
Like,
and it's just like it was just certain things, and it was just I was getting abused, and I was just always getting abused because the people I would pick. So it's my fault. Like, now I know, like, it's my fault. Like, I went through all this for a reason. And then as soon as I left him, I, like, transformed my life. Like,
absolutely.
I didn't look back. And now he got, like, he's just still toxic, Like,
and exactly. And that's important to not have that energy, because another video, one of the best ones you posted, and you spoke about this on that podcast, is people ask you why you're single.
Oh.
And among the answer of you saying you want someone who you could build an empire with, someone who can pour into you, what you could pour into them.
Yeah.
More importantly, what you did not state in that video that I took from it is your self-worth.
Yes.
You know what you need in order to, or what you want and what you deserve.
Yes.
What you've earned. You've been through abusive relationships. You've had a rough upbringing. You have to show your child, who it seems like you had at a young age.
Yeah, 21, I had him.
You have to show him the right way to do things.
Yes, and that's like literally my number one. So now I have like a man in my life who does pour into me, who's like ready to build an empire with me.
Okay.
And, like, so now I felt like I was going to go into a transition, and then I met him, and I'm like, great, now this is the transition. Like,
Absolutely.
At least I know it's not a bad transition, because I felt my life changing. I just didn't know how.
Absolutely.
So, like, I'm going to transition more into, like, being, like, a girlfriend, and then into a wife, and maybe having more kids, and, like, just being a great woman to a man, and a man being a great woman to me. And my son will, like, see that, and
absolutely.
it's nice.
Absolutely. I'm happy for you.
Thank you. Like, I finally get what I'm, like, been asking for and praying for years.
Absolutely. It's going to come. You get what God will make a way.
Yeah.
One way or another. You're going to get what you deserve at the time it's supposed to come.
I know. Not when you want it, guys, which is the hardest part. Like, you always have to tell yourself, like, I want it, but whoever you pray for, like, pray to, is going to give it to you whenever you're ready, like, not when you want it. When you need it the most, it will happen, Maybe not when you think you need it the most, but when the universe feels like you need it the most, like, you'll get what you want. And then if you don't get what you want, it's just not the right time.
It's going to come one way or another.
And then I want to say, work on yourself, because I feel like the people, I always like ask myself like, why do certain women get men, like really good men at like certain ages in life? Like, cause I'm in my 20s, I'm like, women are married, and certain women, not
Right.
all, but I'm just saying a lot of women I know are married and like have really good relationships with men, and I'm just like, how can I get that? And then I did more research and things like that, and it's really all about yourself. Like, these women have loved themselves and like cared about themselves, and like they did it to them. Like, when you're like in a hurtful place, like as a woman, like it's hard to be loving and caring, like how I was. Like,
Absolutely.
I attracted the toxic men. That's why I say like it was my fault, because I picked them. I had a choice to
Absolutely.
not pick a man who would beat me or abuse me. You know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely.
I wanted to fix him because I was broken, so I thought I could fix him. Yeah, but that's not the case. You get more broken trying to fix somebody who's broken. So focus on yourself, and then you literally attract what's meant for you. Like, I see people work on themselves and get the person they're supposed to, and now I feel like that's me too. Like,
Absolutely.
you know.
Absolutely. And it's, you'll it's all about building. You have to build character within yourself before you can pour into anyone else.
Yeah.
Which is why, like, I hate when people say this.
What is it?
When they say, I have to take care of my kid before anything else.
All right. I literally just, my friend told me that. I was on a play date with a mom yesterday.
Yeah.
And she's older. She's in her 40s. And she was just like, I have to she's like, I feel like I take care of everybody before I take care of myself. And I'm like, listen, even a bath at night is taking care of yourself. Like, you need to do you first so you can be the best version for your son and your family, you know.
Yes, because people don't get that. Like my wife would do that all the time. Oh, I got to do this. I got to do that. I'm like, no, stop. Take care of you. If you can't be the best version of you, you can't be
None
the
of that's
best version
happening.
for them.
Literally.
And she's gotten better, a
That's
lot
good.
better. She's taking steps back, takes care of herself more, So,
That's good.
but it's all about a process.
It's a process, yeah. I didn't start taking care of myself. It was like a year thing. Like, it took like, my son's 5. It took me probably 5 years to get to this point. You know what I mean? Like, it takes a lot of work.
Right, and you never stop. Like, now she's always like saying she doesn't like her weight. Like, okay, let's go to the gym.
Yeah.
She goes, I don't want to do that. I'm like, then you don't have a
Really
problem
care.
with your weight.
Yeah.
Like.
If you care enough, you do action.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Actions
Get
speak.
results. Yeah.
Exactly. They do for sure. So, based on some of the experience, opinion on this one. I skipped a question.
It's okay.
Why do you feel personally mental health has not always been taken seriously?
Well, I feel like it was just not paid attention to more, because, like, I don't know. I feel like it was a lack of attention just because social media. I feel like social media played a big part on people's, obviously, mental health and things like that. Too much screen time and all these statistics that do matter,
Absolutely.
that do play a part in your mental health. Like, I feel like it did play a part in mine, because you're online, you're looking at females who are filtered, and you think everything is realistic, and most of the time it's not. It's edited, and it makes you insecure about yourself and things like that. And, like, you start to bully yourself into thinking like you're not maybe like as worth it. As a teenager, I'm telling you, like, the emotions I went through.
Absolutely.
Like, with social media, and I would just think I was dumb and stupid, and like, I was pretty, but I would be like, I'm ugly. But it's just like all because like mental health is real. Like, Instagram can fuck up your head. I remember like being on Instagram and looking at certain things. But yeah, I feel like mental health needs to be paid attention to more. Like, now I take it like number one. Like, mental health is number one, because it's going to make you or break you, and literally it's going to control your whole life. And it controlled mine to the point where I wanted to end my life, which is why it's such a big deal, because it's like, if mental health can affect you that bad, like, come on, depression can affect you that bad that you want to kill yourself. Like, it sounds crazy, kind of, but
Right.
it's real.
But it's the truth.
It's real, yeah. So, like, I sympathize with people like that, and it's just like, it's all mental. So it's like, it's all about what you're telling yourself. So when I see depressed people, I know for a fact they're not being nice to themselves in their head and being nice to others.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's about treat yourself, water yourself like that garden that you want to flourish, and you will get that. You're spraying it with the weed killer. That's what you're doing.
Absolutely.
So,
you
yeah.
you want to get rid of those thoughts and
Yeah.
those emotions and those feelings. And people don't understand that your mental health can affect your physical health.
Everything.
It can affect your emotional,
Yep.
spiritual,
Yeah, that's a big one.
you know, your sexual health,
Yep.
you know, so everything that it starts here.
Yes, it
So if
does.
you're not taking care of here, you're not gonna be able to take care of anything else.
I know. That's why I'm like so big on like, if I feel like you're like, if I'm like, I don't judge people, but like I'm just judging from like, I'm analyzing. I'm not judging. I'm analyzing. So like if I see a person's whose environment is like very chaotic and messed up, then I know like they have to do some inner work, because if you were peaceful and your mind didn't have all that rowdiness, your reality would affect that. Because basically like I'm into science, so everything's like nitty gritty, like it's vibrations and frequencies. So we all have a magnetic field around us. Our heart like pumps out a magnetic field. We all have a vibration. It's either positive or negative, which is why like empaths can walk into a room and be like, oh, like I feel the energy. Like you always hear people say, I feel the energy, because you feel it. You really do. It's real. The energy is there. You just can't see it with the eye.
Absolutely.
So if you want to create nothing but beautiful things, you have to vibrate at a frequency which is loving, caring, and just like optimistic. Like you can't vibrate at low frequencies where it's just like complaining is a negative frequency. You can complain, let what you have to get off your chest, feel it, but don't dwell on it. That's what builds all that negative stuff. Like feel through your emotions, get over it, let it pass, and if it's still really affecting you, deal with it and nip it in the bud before it grows into something way bigger, which is what happens to people in depression. Like I hate myself, I'm stupid, and that's all I kept telling myself. And then you weed certain things out. Like after I got the help, it's just like, I'm actually smart. Okay, I'm actually kind of good at school. And then I started to get better because I told myself I was getting better. If you tell yourself you're gonna get worse, you will get worse. And try not to focus on the outside factors, because I know like this is all just an experience, and like our inner field our minds can't tell between a memory and like an idea and it actually really happening. So you could trick yourself. That's what I do. I trick my reality into thinking I have what I want, because I feel it. I close my eyes, I imagine it, and my mind feels those emotions. It cannot tell the difference if it happened in front of me physically or if it happened just in my head. So that's some tea for y'all. So if you like, that's why people say they close their eyes and imagine. Like all famous people, they say that. Successful people say they closed their eyes, imagined, felt it, and then it became reality, because you're attracting, like you're creating a field. You're creating the life. Like you can either go bad, or it's like the butterfly effect. You either go this way or that way, and you could choose which direction you go. It's all up to you.
Man, that was good.
Thank you.
Woo! Man, that was good.
Thank you.
I knew you'd be great for this interview.
I appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you and that energy.
Thank you.
So now I want to get into the two LLCs you own.
Okay.
You have the Property Solutions.
Yes, Alayza's Property Solutions, and then Kitchen 845 LLC.
So I would assume Alayza Property Solutions is your LLC for your realtor.
Yeah.
Okay. And what is Kitchen 845?
So I started a cooking business with my child's father in 2019. So when I was pregnant, we started a business in the house.
Okay.
And would sell food. And then he left, and so he lived upstate, and so I did everything by myself for years. So literally around COVID, I had to get vaccinated, and I'm against vaccines and things like that. So I didn't get a shot. I quit my job, and I said, how was I going to figure it out with a 1-year-old living by myself as a single mother, basically.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it was a lot, man. It was a lot. So I did it. I cooked by myself. I posted the menu, and I would deliver and things like that. And honestly, I survived off Kitchen 845 with my first year, my son being born. I did everything. My bills got paid. We didn't lack nothing. I was living a lavish life that year. My baby father would take him on the summer for a week or two. I would hit up my friends. We would be outside. I would spend $2,000 in a week, and I wouldn't care. I was stupid, though, because I was young. It was fast money, and I don't have it, obviously, but I learned a lot from that, like making money and just spending it as quick as it came in. So now I know, like, now I want to invest and I want to multiply my money and pour my money into myself instead of buying bottles and hotels and shit that did not matter. But it was a good time. I don't regret it, but still.
Well, you had to live.
Yeah.
You had to experience life at that time, whatever that was. Mm-hmm. So you lived your life.
Yeah.
You took care of your son. Mm-hmm. You took care of yourself. Mom was allowed to live a little bit.
Yeah, we thrived. It was nice.
You know, your thrive created your current drive.
Yes.
You know, without that thrive, you wouldn't be, without that period in your life, you wouldn't be who you are now.
Thank you.
You'd be someone else.
Yeah, it would. Like you say, you pick your reality, and it's nice because, like, I didn't have to conform to what the government was doing and telling everybody. Like, I felt forced. Like, you know, like, people couldn't work. Like,
Right.
You needed a shot or you can't go to work. And that was me. Like, and then I waited it out, and I went back into home care as soon as it was done, and it was so rewarding because I didn't, like, have to listen, and I figured it out because it's just like, you can do what you want. Like, it's your life.
Exactly.
You know, I get you work for years for a career, and then you have to get a shot that just popped up, and then if you don't get the shot, you'll lose your job for years. I get it, but it's just, that's something I wasn't gonna do. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
And I'm with you. I was like, you know, they were going around in my job at the time asking people if they were vaccinated. You can't ask me that. Like, well, we need to know. I'm like,
HIPAA.
There's HIPAA laws
HIPAA's a
for a
thing.
reason.
Yeah.
There's HIPAA laws for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, come on, don't be difficult. So no, I'm like, you're breaking the rights.
Yeah.
You're breaking my right to privacy.
Yeah.
I said, I don't know the legal word for it at the moment.
I know what you mean.
But you're breaking my legal right to privacy.
That's funny.
So you talk about breaking generational curses.
Uh-huh.
How has forming these LLCs been a way to help you do that?
Well, now I'm like on the books and everything's like official and taxed. Even like tax is annoying, guys, but it is what it is. You know, we all have to do it. I know, and it's worse. So like, I just want to say this before I get into that. Like, I get like a lot of people are always just like tax the companies, tax the big corporations, and like, cause like our tax bracket is like higher than theirs and things like that. But like now I'm in business, so I just like want people to know so they're aware that when you're in business, you get taxed almost close to half your money, and when you're working a W-2, they don't even do that. Like, so if you make $1 million, they're going to take close to $400,000 of your money, hard-earned money, and you're telling people, like, I get it. Like, now I get it as a business person. Like, I would not say tax them more. Tax them more. You're going to take 50% or 60% of my money that I worked my blood, sweat, and tears for. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's really insane in the business world. And I get it now. Like, no, don't tax the rich. Get out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody should be fair taxed properly, but they get taxed enough. Like, that tax bracket is insane. Well, they're getting enough money off that already. Like, it's insane. Trust me. So definitely do some more research if you feel like I'm wrong or something. But, but I'm in it, so I know. And I was a W-2 and a 1090, so that's why I'm speaking from both.
So you can tell, you see both sides of the coin.
I would rather be a W-2. You get money back in taxes. When you're a 1090, you don't get money back in taxes. You're like, you know, you're owing.
Paying.
Yes, thousands of dollars, guys. Imagine paying 40 grand or 50 grand when you're making six figures. Like, and you're not even seeing your six figures because you have to pay half of that for tax. Like, it's insane out here. It's hard. Yeah. So, to what you were saying, how health generational. Like, my son is gonna have businesses and things like that. Like, my parents didn't like pass down nothing to me. You know, they're still young, but I want to pass down something to my son, even when I'm young. Like, when he's in his 20s, I want him to be able to see like the work ethic and things that it takes to be a business owner and just a person to survive in a minority and black life. Like, if our lives are going to be completely different, he's going to know he's going to have to work a little bit harder. People are going to talk a little bit more, but I'm going to let him know that's a superpower. Like, you know, it's just, it is what it is. They try to beat us down, but nice try. You know, we gonna rise up
we
higher.
we gonna go to where we supposed to
Yeah,
go.
exactly. Amen to that. So you know.
All right, listen, I ain't even mad at that. Not at all. So, what do you hope? You kind of answered this, but it's a little bit of a long, open question.
Okay.
What do you hope to teach your son by having the energy that you have forming these LLCs and also working as hard as you do, not only to provide a good life for yourself, but to provide him with everything that he needs to live his life, as well as provide everything that he will need in the future to set him up to be successful?
I'm gonna like right now. Me and my son are working on he's 5, my son. So I'm teaching him how to do breathing techniques to regulate his emotions. So like when he gets frustrated, I'll just be like, breathe, and then he'll breathe. He'll go, because all you have to do is do that like 5 times, and it regulates your nervous system. So like even if you're furious, just like the breathing helps, like getting more oxygen into your body. Like the science behind it is really like insane. You know, it really is.
You like science, you've been looking it up.
Yeah, because it's just like crazy how you could just breathe and like breathe out, and it could just relax you. You know?
It really does work.
Yeah. So that is one thing we're working on now. Meditation is something I'm working on with him. And then he watches for me. So it's like, he's just a very nice, kind person already, like caring and things like that. Thank God. Because, yeah, he needs that. Like, I was like worried a little bit, but he's good. He's good.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. So I feel like he'll be fine. But I'm also teaching my son to like, he's not me, so he can be himself, and maybe I'm not always right, and like just because I'm an authority figure, you know what I mean? So it's like maybe you can find out things for yourself if you want to, you know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
I'm gonna have him find out things for himself because he has to learn, but I'm just saying like with certain things, like I may not be always correct, because like with parents, you know how it is, like you had parents, so it's just like oh no, I'm right and you're wrong, and it's just like I'm not gonna be like that. Maybe I could be right, maybe you could be right, or we're both right. You know? Or we could both be wrong, but you know.
Or we can agree to disagree.
Yes, and that's how I want my son to be raised, and like respectful and things like that, and like he's just very affectionate, like hugs and kisses. So it's like I know he'll treat a girl very proper and things like that, and like he's an empath, so he feels emotion too. So it's like so it's like when I'm like saying certain things, he'll just be like, why are you saying it like that? You know, and it's just like, I don't mean to. I'm just letting him know I'm human.
Right.
And like sometimes we get frustrated and things like that. So I'm just letting him know these things that are normal.
Yeah, it's not anything out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
But they have to understand what's normal.
I know.
It's
and everything's normal in my house.
right.
So that's
It's
good
just,
for him. He
exactly,
won't be judging people.
He won't say, oh, well, what about this or that?
Yeah.
He'll just say, okay, this is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's funny because, and I started laughing because I thought of a story. I think you'll get a kick out of this.
What is it?
So I got a buddy, his name's Brandon. Hopefully he doesn't mind that I tell this story.
All right.
His wife might get upset.
Oh, my God.
But we're already here, so. He was saying how one day they were in the car, and his wife was in a bad mood. Now, their daughter, Madison, she's like 7 years old, sweetest little girl I've ever met. And his wife said something, and she was just mean and nasty.
And she was like, oh, no.
And Madison goes, well, you didn't have to be such a bitch about it. and then I'm like, she said that to her?
Oh, my God.
And he's like, yeah, dude, it was so hard not to laugh, but I laughed and I got in trouble.
Kids are smart.
Oh,
Kids
yeah.
are not smart. They can tell. Like, they feel that.
Absolutely.
You know?
They know. They know. Like, even when you don't think they know, they know.
They know. I know.
So, before we get into the ending few questions, I meant to ask this. What's your favorite kind of music? What do you listen to? Hip-hop, R&B?
I like it all. I like jazz and, like, Afro beats and R&B, things like that.
So, usually I set up a game on this show. It's called Honest Picks. I'm going to give you 2 artists. Mostly it'll be hip-hop and R&B. And you just tell me which one you like more based off personal preference. There's no, oh, well, this one sold more records. This one had bigger hits. Just personal preference. So I'm going to start with a generic one.
Okay.
Biggie or Tupac?
Biggie?
You seemed like you weren't
I
sure.
like them both.
You seemed like you weren't sure. You're like,
They're both good, so it's like hard to compare. That's why, because they're like the same.
They're the same, but they're different.
I know.
Like,
So I guess Biggie, because he was more like raw and like, yeah, they both spoke about their music, but like Biggie is just like fuck it, I want to go to hell. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like raw. Like I like the rawness.
Yeah, definitely. Jay-Z or Nas?
Jay-Z.
Okay. Method Man or Redman?
Method Man. He's just too fine.
That's about to be my next question. Is it his looks or his music?
It's his looks.
She said it's his looks.
Can't blame me.
Listen, I tell you, women love them some
I
Method
know.
Man. They love them some
How old
Method
is he?
Man.
He's like 40, right?
No, Method Man's
50?
He's like 52.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, Method Man.
I know he's been around for a
he's
while.
been around a long time. And give him credit because he's been married for 25 years.
Oh, nice. That's crazy.
No, people don't stay married like that no more.
Yeah, my parents been together for 26 years. And I'm 27. Well, no, they've been together 27 years because I'm 26.
God bless them.
Yeah.
They've done it.
I know.
They've survived.
Yeah, they survived. They still outside lit, too.
Hey, you said they're young still. So.
I know. They're 45.
Oh, man. That's going to be me. When my youngest is like 18, 19.
Oh, that's good then.
I'll be like 43,
You
44.
can party with them.
That's it, and embarrass them.
Yeah, right?
Mary J. Blige or Mariah Carey?
Mary J. Blige.
Jill Scott or Erykah Badu?
Erykah Badu.
Sade or Shaka Khan?
Sade.
Oh, you're flowing through this kind of nice. Trying to think here. Trying to think of one that could throw you off.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I got to at least try and get one that could throw you off. Like I said, usually I have them.
What is it?
Usually,
you have the artist names?
Usually I have them written down, but I was today I did not have the time to do so. That's all right. Hold on, I'm just looking for something else here. Okay. Keith Sweat or Tyrese?
Keith Sweat.
Keith Sweat. Music Soul Child or Donnell Jones?
Darnell Jones.
R. Kelly or Usher?
Usher.
Chris Brown or Neo?
Chris Brown.
112 or Jagged Edge?
I don't know them.
They're groups. You never heard of either one of them? Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
I'm born 98, so.
You're born when?
98.
98?
Was that before my time?
Well, yeah, because these two groups were around, like their big years was like 97 to like 02. So
I wouldn't know.
You know. But when you get a chance, just look up their music.
All right.
112 and Jagged Edge. They were around that time, they were like competition.
All right.
In a sense. All right. Stevie Wonder or Ray Charles?
Ray Charles.
Whitney Houston or Aretha Franklin?
Aretha Franklin.
And the last one, Michael Jackson or Prince?
Obviously, Michael Jackson.
If you had to pick one big goal for the future, for yourself, what would it be?
To accomplish everything I want. That's my goal. My goal is literally to get everything I want. Like I want a private jet, so I guess that. Like a private plane. It doesn't have to be a jet or anything, but I want a plane that I can go on at my own leisure because like I feel like we all have free will. So I feel like we should use it.
Absolutely.
And like I want to use my free will to the fullest, and I don't like planes. So only because like I don't like the fact that if you have to die with everybody, like you know, like that's not fair. That's not using my free will. So I would rather have my own plane, get like 7 parachutes, and then if it goes down, I can jump out on my own free will. Like, you know, like that's security for me. That's something that I need in life if I want to travel.
And You'll die with the select people you've hired.
Yes.
If worst
Yes.
case.
I don't care. As long as I did my best and I have that security.
Yeah,
I had
exactly.
the option to do what I wanted to do. That's what I like.
You like the freedom.
Yes. Yeah. Literally the freedom.
So there, you know, this was a good interview, and you know, you're very transparent.
Thank you.
Tell everyone something. You're welcome that they don't know about you.
I'm ghetto, and I'm ghetto fabulous. I like to call myself because like I'm trying to be professional, but I still can't let go of like the ghetto-ness, if that makes sense. Like I'm not ratchet, but I'm like I have my ghetto ways. Like if you see my house, like I have like literally like an AC with like a cardboard with some duct tape, like you know where that whole space is. It's just sometimes you just can't take the hood out of a girl.
You
Sometimes
can take the girl out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the girl.
and it gives me a personality.
It definitely gives you a little edge, but I don't like saying ghetto anymore.
So what's the word?
I
I said ghetto fabulous.
I say it's being resourceful.
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 Okay.
You know? Ghetto's cool.
I have street smarts. Guys.
There you
That's
go.
what I'm gonna say.
There you go.
I have street smarts, so don't ever run up on me because you don't know what type of weapons I have.
She's got a 4.5 in her purse, everyone.
No.
Be careful. So, tell everyone where they can find you if they want to use your services, your handles and everything.
Okay. You can give me a call at 845-536-9142. Or you can reach me on my social media pages where it's like the easiest. So Alayza Soto, like on Facebook, and then Spanish Mommy on Instagram, and then TikTok, so which is my name.
Okay. And the last thing that I end every show with is a positive ending message. So just look into the camera and say something. There was gems all over this interview.
Okay.
Just say something that's positive and uplifting to the viewers.
Fuck bitches, get money. No, I'm kidding.
No.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
There is the street smart
I'm
ghetto
kidding.
fabulous.
I'm kidding. Always stay true to yourself, despite like no matter what people tell you. And if people tell you to dim your light, their light is very dim in the first place. Because people who are comfortable with themselves and love themselves want people to be the best authentic selves they can be. And there's never any competition when you see somebody as the same as you. You know, if there's competition, they lost. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's no competition. It's just you versus you at the end of the day. And yeah, stay true to yourself and always love yourself because it's going to pay off in the end.
Can't say that any better myself. I appreciate you for coming on and having this conversation with me.
Thank you.
You know, you're more than welcome. I wish you nothing but the greatest success. And you got to come back.
Thank you. I
Gotta come
appreciate
back.
you.
Oh, no doubt. And I appreciate everyone for tuning in. This
Yeah.
is season 3 of Honest Hour. We're going strong. We're going to keep going. Want to thank Mark's friends for allowing me to use their facility. Thank the COC Network for producing this episode. And like I always say, be better than you were yesterday, but be prepared tomorrow to be better than you are today.
Amen.
Peace.